Much the way she looked almost all the time, except when I was around.
And I can understand that.
And then it was, when are you going to finish that project? Or get rid of that car in the garage? So we've been living out in Washington, D.C. for the past 23 or 24 years. She made as many friends out there as you see here, and my hope is that I can continue the relationship that she's established with you all. It's a big job. She is the reason why you all are here. If it had been up to me, we would have maybe 4 people here. My 2 kids and their spouses. Well, maybe their spouses, but I would like to thank Carrie and Beth for putting together this wonderful celebration. Todd had to endure a couple of weeks of their dining room table being filled with all sorts of things. Where's Christopher? Chris and Beth are going to do the same thing out in Washington, D.C. sometime around July. One of the things that she was known for, and I'm sure many of you can attest to this fact, that she knew how to accessorize. And part of that is, you see a display over here, which I would encourage you to help yourself, because that light did not take anything back. A lady at our church at Blessed Sacrament out in Alexandria, Virginia, said she wished that her foot size was the same as Mary's, because Mary had a shoe for every occasion, and along with jewelry, and if it wasn't an occasion, she would make one, like St. Urhol's Day, which all of you, I'm sure, celebrate. 2 of her loves, besides her kids and grandkids, were quilting and needle pointing, and over along the table there are just some of the needle points that she's done. She made several belts for me, and made a belt for Christopher, and some of you may have gotten ornaments at one time or another. One of her first belts she made for me, I worked out in Washington, D.C. I was teaching out there, and one fellow saw my belt and said, gee, that's really a nice belt, a needlepoint belt, and where'd you get it? And I said, my wife made it. Would she make one for me? And I said, absolutely. Do you have $350? And he said, oh, I don't think so. So she just loved to needlepoint. She needlepointed. We would drive from Virginia to Minneapolis to see the kids, and usually Christmas or 4th of July or something, and she'd be needlepointing. And the reason why she needlepointed is because she couldn't find a way to hook up her sewing machine in the car and do quilting. Well, that's enough for me. If anybody has a memory of Mary that they would like to share, I would encourage you to come up, take the mic. Also, there's some boxes over here if you want to write a note and drop it in the box as well. So I'm going to put the mic down here on the table and help yourself.